I'm Pinterest Fountain, and you're watching WHKY News, and we are joined by Miss Kim Holden, and she is the Executive Director of the Catawba County Partnership for Children. And we are talking about a huge milestone. I'll let you explain. What does it mean for your partnership? What's the big announcement?
The big announcement is that the Catawba County Partnership for Children, in collaboration with Dolly Parton's Imagination Library program, we have just mailed our 500,000th book to a Catawba County child with Imagination Library book. So we're so excited about that milestone and realizing how many children we've reached over the 10 years we've been doing Imagination Library.
Now, for people who may be unaware, can you explain what is Dolly Parton's Imagination Library?
Sure. And Dolly Parton's Imagination Library is a program that mails every enrolled child one free age-appropriate children's book every month until they turn 5 years of age. So any family in Catawba County with a child who's under the age of 5 can go on to smartstart.org/DPIL, and they can just Google Imagination Library, and they can enroll in Imagination Library, and they will get one free book in the mail every single month until that child turns 5.
Okay. And I want to piggyback off of what she is saying. My child, he is 3 years old, and he enrolled a little late because you can actually start but when they're born, actually. And
Right.
So by the time they turn 5, they can have about 60 library books. Is that what that is?
Absolutely. Yep, exactly.
Okay. And here are some of the books. We have about 8 that he's been receiving, and it really is helpful for the child. And like she said, it's age appropriate. The Little Engine That Could. We have Max and the Tag Along Moon. And it's something that I never even knew existed. So like you said, for people now that they know how to get involved, what does it mean for your partnership to know that you've helped all of these children get access to early learning as far as reading?
We're really excited about it. Our whole agency is focused on making sure that children have what they need early in life, because we know that brain development tells us that the first 5 years of life are the most critical window of opportunity for us. And that's when our brains are actually being built. So we need to work with children. And that's really when early literacy skills are being formed. So even though we don't know if a baby is really understanding what we're saying, they still get something out of us reading them a book. And then as they get a little bit older, they start really understanding what those books represent, what the words represent, and then they really get a lot out of that time with their caregiver and their parent who is spending that time reading with them. So that Imagination Library is just one of our most favorite programs that we do here at the Partnership for Children, because it really is about early literacy and encouraging parents to read to their children.
Okay. And to add on to that, now obviously with the pandemic, things have been a little different as far as children coming in and out of the library. You all actually just completed the Read Aloud series for Read Across America. I don't know if that's a different segment of the library, but tell me about some of the other ways that children can get involved, obviously as the pandemic lessens, hopefully, and you get more children into the library. What is something that you're hoping to implement for the children so they can continue off of not only Imagination Library at home, but what are some things they can get involved inside the library?
There are a lot of efforts at the library, and we coordinate with them all the time, but they do have little groups that you can come and have activities with the children. I do also want to mention that the North Carolina pre-kindergarten program is administered by the Partnership for Children as well. So any income eligible child who's 4 years old might be eligible to go to free pre-K. And so we really want to make sure that children have access to all of these early childhood services before they get to kindergarten. But the library is an amazing partner, and they also have a lot of options online too, where you can do little activities with them, and you can do it just from your computer with your child.
All right. Well, we appreciate your time and for the information. That's very helpful. And again, everyone, just so you know, 500,000 books. There's so many kids that have been helped out. And if you would like to get involved, again, give us that website one more time and then the contact information for you.
Great. If everyone, you can just go to catawbakids.com. That's our website. And you can click on Imagination Library to enroll. Or if you want to learn a little bit more about Imagination Library, you can go to imaginationlibrary.org.